thanks for being here. I'm so glad you clicked on today's video. I have a chatty get ready with me for you. I am going to meet a friend here in a few, and I need to throw on a quick 5-minute face of makeup, so I thought you could join me. And also, I wanted to check in with you about my no-buy and how I failed last month and how I'm moving forward from that. I hope you'll stick around to hear more about that. I'll link my whole no-buy playlist in the description below if you're interested in catching up. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Amy. I'm a mother of 2 boys, 6 and 16. My channel mostly focuses on motherhood through the lens of conscious consumerism, doing the best that we can with what we have. And if that sounds interesting to you, I hope that you'll consider subscribing and joining this community that we're building here on my channel. Let's get right into today's video. All right, so I zoomed you in a little bit more so we can do this makeup here. I'm gonna start off with putting on a fragrance. I really like this. Let's see if I can get it to focus. This is Ellis Brooklyn West. I love these Ellis Brooklyn scents. They're one of the few that don't give me migraines. If you're sensitive to fragrances, but you just want something that makes you smell good without getting the headache, I definitely recommend checking out the Ellis Brooklyn line of fragrances. This is one of my favorite ones, West. It reminds me of a scent from when I was younger, but I can't place it. I love how scents are so memory invoking, and this is one of my favorites for that reason. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of that on. So check them out if you haven't checked them out before. This is not sponsored or anything. I just really love these, and as someone who's really sensitive to fragrances and gets migraines easily from them, I just have to share that with you because it's a really great product. So I applied that one, and then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take my glasses off. I'm blind now, so I can't see. And we'll get started with a 5-minute face of makeup. So first thing, I already did my skincare. So I did serum and oil. And the first thing I'm going to apply is just a little bit of concealer. This is the Rose Ink Concealer in the lightest shade LX010. It's got nice pigmentation and it doesn't settle in my lines. I'm 40, so I have to be considerate of the products I use because I have aging skin. And I just really find that this one is everything I want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and just blend that in. I'm just using an Eco Tools brush here. It's kind of a slanted head concealer brush. And I don't really want a lot of makeup. I don't want it to be really heavy or caked on. I'm not looking for full coverage even. Just looking to cover up those dark circles under my eyes and a little bit of redness. I always get some redness right above my brows. Right between my brows. See how easily this just blends in even with a brush. Sometimes I use a blender tool for it, you know, but today I figured I'd do this. So once I get this all blended in, I always have a little redness around my nose too, just in those edges. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that down a little bit. Make sure it's nice and blended around the edges. Little redness patch right here. So you guys, my no-buy year last month was kind of a crazy month, and emotionally. Lots of things going on in the world, but also just a lot of things going on in my personal life, and still dealing with my sick family member that I don't share the personal details because it's their story to tell and not mine, but it's someone really close to me, and it's been really difficult. In fact, next week I'm going over to take care of them some more because they're having another surgery, and it's just been a lot. So I was feeling super stressed out, and half this 5 minutes is going to be me blending in my concealer. Um, so things have been really stressful, and I have to say, I gave into shopping. I said I was just going to be window shopping. I was just going to be looking and creating a wish list for Christmas. And, I know better. I did. There was part of me in my head that knew what I was doing. But also, you get into that space, that moment of weakness where you just feel like such crap that you just like don't even care that you're making a bad decision. And obviously that's what the whole purpose of doing this no buy year is, to break those habits. But to expect myself to never make a mistake in a whole year is, I think, a little unreal. And I think we can learn from our mistakes. So I got online, I started looking at artificial nails, press-ons, because this is something I've been wanting for a long time. Like, when I was younger, I used to wear artificial nails all the time, back in when they were like the cheap press-on ones. And when I got old enough and had my own money, I went in and would get my nails done every 6 weeks, and I really loved having nails. But then I kind of had my son and got on a more natural kick and decided I didn't want to do the salon nails anymore because of how strong it smells in the salons, and I just didn't want to be in there. And also I just didn't have time as a new mother, and having long nails as a new mom, I'm sure you can relate, it can be difficult when you're doing childcare. And so I just stopped doing them and just let my nails be plain. And when I was going on this natural kick, I just was like, oh, well, I don't want to use nail polish. And then I found some water-based nail polishes and I tried those, but honestly, they don't stay very long. And I'm not a nail polish person. Like, sitting there painting my nails is just not something that I do. I don't find myself doing it. It's not a habit that I'm really into doing consistently. Sorry, I took on my phone drinking some coffee here. But yeah, so anyways, I just kind of gave up on it and said, forget it. And I think through the no buy year, I'm realizing as I'm readjusting my standards with my food, not needing to buy all organic or all natural or the healthiest or any of that, that I'm really focusing on the balance, kind of like a B corporation, the balance between budget, environment, and health, right? Like, what's that perfect triangle where we are considering all of them, but not focusing too much on one of them? And I was focusing too much on the health or the environment and not enough on my budget, which also affects the health and the environment, really, honestly. So I go more into that in other videos about my no buy year, but yeah. So I was like, okay, maybe I can do some press on nails. Maybe it's not the worst thing for the environment, I do a lot of other things for the environment, and these are reusable. So I got really excited that they're made with recycled material and they're reusable. So it's not a one-time thing and then I'm throwing them away. It's still plastic, but also I have to have enjoyment in my life and things that bring me joy. So I was looking at all these nails thinking I'm just going to make a wish list, a Christmas wish list. Of course, in June, right? It's not even anywhere near Christmas. I'm going to go ahead and just powder a little bit here with this 100% pure bamboo blur powder. It's just a translucent powder. Just the spots where I put some concealer just now. And yeah, went down that rabbit hole, and then I was just feeling really bad one night and I hit the buy button. I filled the cart and hit the buy button, and do I regret what I bought? Do I think I bought something that I'm not going to use, that I don't love? No. I have absolutely been loving them and enjoying them. I don't regret buying them, but I do regret buying during a time when I had promised myself that I wouldn't. So I regret breaking a promise to myself. And that's something I am working on reconciling for myself currently, forgiving myself for, because we have to forgive ourselves for things so that we can move forward. I'm going to use this Pretty Naked palette from 100% Pure. This is the old packaging, and I think now it's called just Naked palette. But anyways, it's kind of got this taupe color here. I'm going to use that to kind of warm up my face a little bit. It's like a rosy taupe. What's the name of the color? It's called Pretty Naked. And I'm just using this 100% Pure brush that I just used for my powder for this. So anyways, so working towards forgiveness for myself on that. And part of that is understanding why I felt the need to buy. And I really just wasn't using my other coping techniques very well. I wasn't making time for my other coping techniques, my self-care, going for walks, and my yoga practice. And I've been doing my therapy, but reaching out to other people besides my therapist and connecting and things like that, I just haven't been doing a very good job at that. And so I'm working towards figuring out better ways to manage when I'm feeling that way instead of purchasing stuff to make myself feel better. And I could have very easily waited until January to buy nails. But I came up with every excuse in the book of why I didn't want to wait till January to buy nails. I was like, oh, well, I'm doing all these videos now and my nails look like garbage when I'm doing them. And a lot of them, especially like my grocery hauls, I'm putting my hands in the video quite a bit. And I would like to have cute nails. And this is something I've wanted for a really long time. I know it's what I want. So many excuses. And I have to tell you, I bought a lot of nails. I didn't even, it's not like I bought like 2 sets. I like really gave in and bought quite a bit of nails. So just giving myself all the reasons why it was okay, justifying it in my head, even though there was that little part of me in the back that was like, you're on your no buy, you're on your no buy. And there was part of me, it was like the little angel and the little devil, and the devil was like, screw the no buy. And the angel was like, but you're doing a no buy, you're doing so good, you've made it 6 months. And then it was like, you made it 6 months, you deserve this. And it was this whole battle with myself. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a little bit of this highlight in here, and that is called Pink Champagne, and I'm just going to put a little bit of highlight on top here. So yeah, and I just gave into a weak moment, and when I have those weak moments, instead of shopping, I should take myself in hand and not be online. I'm definitely not going to window shop again. I realize that I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that yet. That's not in my wheelhouse. I'm obviously not able to pass up that temptation in a bad moment, and why put myself in that situation, because who knows when a bad moment's going to arise for myself. I can't just promise myself that when the bad moment comes that I'll take myself in hand, because clearly I did not. So yeah, anyways, I feel confident moving forward that I will continue to do the no buy for the rest of the year. One mistake does not mean I need to give up. I'm going to continue with the no buy and move forward and learn a lesson from this, that is that I'm not ready to be done with my no buy. Clearly, I have a lot of habits that I need to still break, a lot of neural pathways that are there that give me that instant gratification for purchasing something. And like I said, I am, luckily I am happy with what I bought. I didn't end up buying something that I hate. If I did buy something that I was like, I don't want this, I would have either given it away or returned it. But yeah, and you could say like, well, you should do that anyways because you shouldn't have bought it. But the reality is, I'm not out to like shame or punish myself for making mistakes, you know? I'm out to forgive myself for making mistakes and really be compassionate with myself and move forward. Because I feel like that's the best way to really allow yourself to rebuild your neural pathways and rebuild a positive connection between shopping and not shopping. I don't want to feel like not shopping is a punishment. I want to feel like not shopping is a tool for myself to do better. So anyways, I am rambling. I'm going to put this toffee color all over my lid, just a one lid look, just to kind of warm up my eyes a little bit. And I'm using this Real Techniques brush for that. Oh, there's like a cat hair on it because cats. In fact, I don't know if you can see my cat. Oh, she jumped out. She was in the window a minute ago. One of my cats. So yeah, just a little bit of color all over the lid. Just kind of really buff it out. So other than that, I've done really good on my no buy. I bought a few things that were approved on my list of things to purchase. I did really good on my son's birthday presents. I'm going to do a video on that here in a couple weeks. Next week I've got a grocery haul for you, but it should be the week after that. I'm going to do a what I bought my son for his birthday. We bought him things that he needed replacements for, and a couple of extra things that he really wanted that were fairly cheap, but we stuck to our budget, and I'm really happy because birthday presents, giving gifts is really where I can go overboard and spending money on my kids especially. I was proud of myself for that. So I have to say, even though I had a fail last month, I also had a success, which was birthday shopping and what I ended up buying my son. So, and that was allowed to purchase presents for their birthday just within a budget and within reason and not going overboard. So I feel like that part of it was really successful. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my brows real quick. And yes, I know this video is longer than 5 minutes, but I also have been rambling on and not putting on my makeup the whole time. If I was doing this in real time, this would definitely be a 5-minute face of makeup. So just filling in my brows a little bit with this Kimiko eye pencil in, I believe it's coffee, right? Coffee. And I'm not going to fill it in too heavy. I just want to fill in a little bit. Sorry, I keep putting my mirror up in the camera. Not trying to do that. I'm just filling in the brows. It's kind of hard to do without my glasses on. I usually put my contacts in for these videos, but I am out of eye drops right now, and I have very dry eyes, and I absolutely cannot wear my contacts if I don't have eye drops. So my mom actually bought me some more the other day and is bringing them to me on Wednesday. So I didn't want to go buy more this weekend. So I'm just waiting for her to bring them to me. And yeah. Oh, and to catch you up, I said this in my grocery haul that I filmed last night for next week. Because I'm gonna do some dinners and things like that from the grocery haul that I'm going to include next week. So that's why I didn't do it this week. But I will tell you here as well that my partner got a call from the union and he is going back to work on Monday. So we are really excited for that. So I think that is also going to be a challenge with my no-buy. It's been a lot easier not having, a lot of money to be on my no-buy, but yeah, I think it will be good. I think I learned a really valuable lesson this last month, and I am kind of shot on even the thought of wanting to buy anything right now. It just sounds awful. Like I don't want to even do that. So anyways, I'm going to throw on this lip gloss and some mascara, and I will be right back. The lip gloss I'm using is this New Evolution lip gloss. I find it is really juicy and plumping like the Fit Glow lip gloss. This is in Bliss. Yeah, and I'm going to throw on my mascara, and I will be right back to say goodbye. All right, guys, that's the completed look. I use the Fit Glow Beauty Mascara that I always use. And I also threw on this Highest Def Brow Gel to hold my brows up. And I'm going to put on another layer of this gloss. You can really build it up. And it stays for a long time without being sticky. All right, that's everything. Thanks for joining me today. I'm so glad that you were here. Let me know down in the comments if you're doing a no-buy, how it's going. And if not, just how are you doing? Let me know. Tell me in the comments, how's your day going? And until next time, peace.